Introducing the War Bear of Mass Destruction, the shirt that roars attitude, now available exclusively at chpod.com. The shirt only comes in black, bold, clean, and built for battle, available in multiple sizes for warriors of every shape and strength. And remember, the actual image does not dance or move, but it definitely makes a statement. Grab yours today at chpod.com before they're gone.
Hello, I'm John Carney from Bentley Cigars in Houghton Young, and this is a Cigar Hustlers podcast.
Finally.
With Boots in Germany, this week we're visiting his favorite club, and I'm sitting in as co-host with Mikey here. And we have Palmer pushing the buttons behind the scenes.
What was it? Bing bong, bing bong.
Bing bong.
Bing bong.
Oh my God, I can't believe he's in Germany. That's amazing.
Why is he in Germany?
That's where his favorite alternative lifestyle bar is.
Yes.
His alternative lifestyle.
Alternative lifestyle.
I'm a huge fan of this one particular bar.
They almost closed it last year.
Yeah, almost shut down.
Is this like a yearly pilgrimage he takes?
Yeah,
yes.
It's very important for him.
Well, all right. Well, hey, boots on the ground. Well, fortunate for me, he's in Germany, and I'm here.
Actually, fortunately for us, you took the call last minute.
We've been planning this for weeks.
This has been well done. And it's a retort to the legendary Jack Tarano, who says that he is the number one guest host on a Cigar Hustlers podcast.
According to himself and 300 of his closest followers.
Yes, exactly. So it's on like Donkey Kong.
All right, so shall we get into this?
Let's go.
All right.
What are we smoking?
Yeah.
We're smoking something really fun. This is
And why don't I have one?
You do have one. It's sitting right next to you.
Wrapped in the newspaper.
So we're smoking a prototype of a Houghton Young bottled and bond whiskey barrel-aged cigar. So this is the first sample and test blend of our process of barrel aging, and we're doing the barrel aging ourselves, which is quite fascinating. So you are some of the first people in the world to smoke this. I literally grabbed this out of the barrel right before I came here. So you're the first to try this.
The barrel's at your house?
It's not at my house. It's at my warehouse.
Oh.
It's at his warehouse.
Now, this is just a test blend, so I know nothing about the blend itself. This is a generic Connecticut shade wrapper. We've got Connecticut
a pretty wrapper.
shade. Yeah, it's beautiful. We got Connecticut shade, we got Habano, and then we're doing a Maduro version as well. But so you're the first. So right now, these are Connecticut bottle and bond bourbon barrel aged.
Very sweet.
Very sweet, and it's got a closed foot at the bottom, so you're going to get some wrapper tobacco flavor in there. But yeah, special cigar. So this may be something different, but what we're doing right now is testing the barrel aging process.
All right, and then we'll give you our full details, opinions on it.
Yeah, you can give full details on this because this isn't even what the blend's going to be. This is testing the progress of the barrel aging. But
that's what we'll be talking about on the Patreon today.
Oh, great. Well, I have plenty to talk about on the Patreon. I'll be talking about Jack Tarano on the Patreon. Oh, yeah, Jack, I'm coming for you, baby. Good. Coming for you, baby.
All right.
Well, welcome to the Cigar Hustler Podcast, episode 413. This week, cops chase down breakfast. Kim Kardashian hits another legal speed bump. And the NFL delivered plenty of winners and losers in Week 10. In cigar news, Cigar Page is building something massive. Rocky Patel's got big anniversary plans, and a few surprises are hitting retailers across the country. I believe that's this week they're hitting the country. And now, before we get started, Mikey, how can I get a CHPOD, Cigar Hustler Podcast, hoodie like the one Palmer's wearing right now?
John, thank you so much for asking that question. What you want to do is you want to go onto chpod.com and check out all of our latest swag, where we just dropped, brand new, the Postania War Bear t-shirt.
I saw that.
Yes. Very exciting. That's for our month of November. We decided not to do turkeys or anything like that. We went War Bear in honor of the release. The 10-year anniversary War Bear Mass Destruction is coming in November. So jump on to chpod.com. You buy one shirt, you get the second one 40% off. And now, Palmer.
Yes?
If you spend $100,
you're giving away the bank.
Free shipping.
$100 free shipping.
Yep. Wins all the way around.
War Bear has been around for 10 years.
Yeah, man. Postania's been around for 10 years.
So was War Bear one of the original blends?
It was like the first LE.
Really?
Yeah.
shame on me for not knowing that because it's my favorite.
Yeah,
I love it.
I mean, I don't even know half the time.
Your birthday this last year, you had some War Bears out, and I helped myself to a few extra.
Oh, you took a couple eggs?
And I got one of them left from then, and they are freaking delicious.
Nice.
So that's cool. Are you guys doing a special 10-year War Bear edition?
Yep. It's a 6x60 Grand Perfecto, and it's coming in this metal. It has a regular box, but then it has a metal case that's going on top of it.
Awesome.
We also posted that on social media.
I saw it. I did my research before I saw it. It's beautiful.
All right.
It is.
I don't
really
know
nice.
if I believe you, but
no, I did actually. I did see the War Bear. I just didn't realize it was 10. I knew it was the anniversary, but yeah, 10 years.
10 years, no parole.
10 years is a long time in any business.
I know.
You're not supposed to make it past like 2 or 3.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not you specifically, but you in the general term.
But you got a voodoo dollars. You weren't supposed to make it past
I grew
3.
up in the restaurant business, man. Like 1 in 10 restaurants fails in the first 2 years, and it's something after 2 years. It's like 8 in 10 fail after that.
Right.
So it's wild.
Here we are.
It's tough, yeah. And cigar business is challenging. So congratulations. So also we got something going on this Friday here at Cigar Hustler here in Deltona, right?
We sure do. Yes. Pete Johnson of Tatuaje Cigars will be having a live interview, podcast, wine tasting, cigar sampling in this private lounge, capped at 24 members. Tickets are $150. There's only a few left. If you wait until the day of, ticket price is going up. So we would love to have you here with us, hanging out with the one and only Pete Johnson. It's probably going to be the first and last time he ever comes here. So make sure that you come out and hang out on Friday, November 14th with us. Thank you.
Pete's going to be here in person?
Yeah.
That's really cool.
I duped him, yeah.
That's awesome. And you're doing
him.
a wine tasting with
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, I figured that was a
just
good...
thinks we're going out drinking wine.
yeah, I was like, oh, come out, we'll have some wine. And then, boom, event.
Has he been here before?
Never.
Ever?
Never.
Never heard of us.
By the way, how's he sound on the mic? Because I can see that it's far away from him. Does that sound okay?
He sounds okay.
Okay.
He's going to have a blast, man. He loves
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. Like, he loves sitting, relaxing. That's kind of one of the best environments to get him into.
You know what's crazy is after we've kind of started had this back and forth and stuff, and I've been listening to every single podcast that he's been on because I want to interview him. He's a good guy.
Great.
From what I can take, from the takeaway from the experience, I'm like, oh, why haven't we done this? We should have did this 15 years ago,
I'll say one thing I've noticed in the business recently. What's really working out well is people. As social media has evolved over the last 5-10 years.
Yeah,
the connection that you have with someone so much closer, even if you don't know them, you know things about them. So like I was just in Montana last week, and I did a 2-day hangout event. Really, we did a dinner one night, and the next night we did bonfire and just hung out
at Yellowstone.
Yeah, outside. We were in Helena, Montana.
Did you hang out with Rip?
No, none of them were there. But
he's in Texas.
The hangout stuff is huge. Like, people have a connection, and you figure you watch somebody on podcasts, you see them on social media, you have this unique connection, then you have things to talk about them. 10 years ago, you were learning about them in person. It's kind of an awkward interaction. So I found these hangout environments where, especially if you're doing something unique like a wine tasting, is huge.
Yeah.
I mean, the impact it has and the relationship you then carry on from it. And I'll tell you, Pete in that environment's phenomenal.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, we on our side love that kind of stuff too, because it's fun. You know what's not fun? Standing there and trying to twist someone's arm to buy something.
Right.
Or, hey, you should buy this, or putting in all of that effort and you don't know how it's going to work out. Right. But you know what does work out well? Sitting with 15, 20, 30, 40 people and having a genuine experience that has a huge effect and huge impact on everybody. If you're enjoying it, I'm enjoying it. If I'm enjoying it, most likely everybody else is too. So that's cool. Pete, this Friday.
Yep, November 14th.
14th. I might actually try to make it up for that, at least
come
to
up.
say hi. I love Pete. He's a good buddy, and he's also from Maine, like myself.
Yeah.
So we're some of the Mainers that are in the
Gardner.
business. So I might try to swing up and at least just say hi for an hour.
You should come up.
Yeah, I'll try to do. I'll talk to my boss and my wife here.
Supervisor?
Yeah,
Bring her.
We could bring the kids too.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, why not? I mean, we could turn it on.
You have any neighbor kids? Bring the neighbor kids to be fine.
But listen, honestly, it'd be.
No, I'd love to come up.
You and the missus can hang out.
Yeah.
Like, we actually have it normally. Like, if somebody wants to bring their wife or whatever, and they don't want the cigars, that ticket's only $50, right? So if anybody else is coming, they're like, oh, you know what? This is a good experience where I can smoke cigars and still hang out with my wife, and she can drink all these wines and stuff. She can come. she can come.
My wife does enjoy cigars. She just doesn't smoke any right now because we have a 2.5-month-old baby, so she's nursing.
You going for the third right now? Pull the goalie. Let's go.
I'm not going near her, dude. I'm afraid.
I'm not going near her.
I walk near her. I'm afraid something's going to happen.
She's very fertile right now, buddy.
Yeah, very fertile, very fertile. So anyway, meanwhile, on that note, let's light this cigar. So we're lit up here. We already talked with the cigars, so we're going to get right into the show today. This is the one that I read through that I'm not familiar with. This last week, I was out of pocket, backed up. I was all over the place. I was in 8 states in 8 days. 7 of those 8 states were in the last 48 hours of today.
So you're busy.
Yeah, busy. So I've been on social media, but most of my social media was about the Stranger Things coming out on the 26th.
Oh, really?
So yeah, I didn't get a lot of this. So here we go. Cops make breakfast run.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go. Where'd they go?
So the cops make a breakfast run.
Oh, okay.
Who wrote this?
Palmer does.
Okay, an escaped
It's
pig.
all screwed up.
An escaped pig went for a rampage through a New York neighborhood and turned out to be a pet belonging to a Buffalo Police Department officer.
Oh boy,
Jerry. It's got to be Jerry.
Residents on Victor Place in the Hamlin Park Historic District of Buffalo said their neighborhood erupted into chaos Wednesday afternoon when the large pig ran through the area and chased locals. Videos captured by a witness shows animal control and police officers pursuing the porcine perpetrator. Renata Shadwick's video features audio of a police officer identifying this pig as his pig. Renata Shadwick is a guy's name.
We don't know.
we have no idea. We don't know how they identify.
And the pig's name was Breakfast.
The pig's name was Breakfast.
The pig's name was Breakfast.
So they were chasing breakfast.
They were chasing breakfast. Yes.
The officer said the pig had apparently escaped by going under a fence. Neighbors said the officer eventually captured the pig and took it home. Buffalo does not have any city laws expressly prohibiting ownership of pigs or other farm animals inside the city. Breakfast was not the only wayward pig that day that was captured in the last recent weeks. Oinking Acres Farm Rescue and Sanctuary in Brownsburg, Indiana, recently wrangled the pig that had been on the loose in Indianapolis in Holiday Park for several days and had to manage to give rescuers the slip during you're going in hard. The first story during multiple capture attempts. The sanctuary said the pig will be quarantined, vaccinated, and neutered before the next steps for the animal are determined.
Wow.
When asked for comment, Breakfast was quoted in saying, "Oink, oink, oink." And there we go. And welcome to the show.
There you go. And we're here.
Can we talk about something real quick in this?
What's that? Go ahead.
Before they talk about what's going to happen to the next steps of the animal, they're taking like 5 steps without that are pretty aggressive. Vaccination, and neutering.
Yeah, that's kind of wild.
Was he out impregnating other pigs?
I'd have been looking for that other pig. Yeah, maybe it was a female.
Like what? I don't know. How is that okay? I'm not okay with you doing that to my animal.
Well, I'm sure the cop has to agree to it. Some sort, the owner.
But this was from the.
It's in New York. They're all socialism now, so they don't get to. You don't get to have a.
Oh, they don't get to vote.
Yeah, that's how that works.
That's right.
It sounds like they don't know where the pig came from in this one, in the Indiana one.
That's in Indianapolis.
Yeah, Oinking Acres Farm Rescue and Sanctuary. This is Brownsburg, Indiana. They sound like they're the ones that were rescuing the pig, so they're like a rescue for farm animals.
Right.
So it sounds like they don't know where this pig came from.
Why don't we just eat the pig?
Wait, you're against neutering, but you're okay if they kill it and eat it?
Yes.
Okay.
So one seems like like much longer process. The other one, I can just grill it.
I don't know. Did you actually say you were against the neutering?
No, actually, I didn't. I just thought it was a lot of regulation.
Oh.
So to me, this sounds like this was a pet that someone had. They let go.
Right.
They shouldn't have had a pig in the first place because they're cute as piglets, but then when they get older, they get bigger and turn into dinner.
Why not just buy don't they make like small pigs that don't get bigger?
I think they do.
Like
they have small pigs.
Yeah. Potbelly pigs or something.
Yeah,
like that?
They allegedly make good pets. They're loving and caring.
Yeah, they're very clean and
from
very
what
smart.
I've heard. Yeah. So this sounds like a pet because that's why I think you get the neutering.
Sounds like breakfast.
Yeah, and there's probably some not regulations around it, but there's probably some things that they like. If they find an unneutered dog or puppy or something, one of the first things they do is vaccinate and neuter them.
Yeah, I think that makes more sense though because you don't want wild dogs. This is like the cats, right?
You don't want wild pigs.
What are the odds of a pig linking up with another pig and producing more pigs? And then all of a sudden there's a pig problem.
Well, there's a pig
in
problem.
Indiana.
There's a pig problem in Florida for that very reason.
There's a boar problem.
Well, but a pig, if it goes out in the wild, turns into a boar.
Oh yeah,
Genetically,
It gets horns?
they will change, grow the horns. Their coat gets thicker. They turn brown.
Really?
Yep.
Is that what you think is happening to Boots right now in Germany?
Probably.
He's getting.
Well,
furrier?
definitely the horn part.
The horn part's happening.
I would.
And the oinking and the pig noise.
There's
And the
definitely
oinking.
there's definitely some oinking.
A lot of oinking.
I think probably if that pig was in Buffalo, the one from Brownsburg, Indiana, if it was in Buffalo, it probably would have found another pig and impregnated it.
Really?
Maybe. We don't know if it's a male or female pig up there, but that other one was a pet too that was on the loose.
The one in Buffalo was definitely a pet.
Yeah, so I think we got 2 pets. So we got 2 pets that are on the loose here. Again, it's people get if you get a pet, you have to be prepared to take care of the pet. Same concept with a dog. Like I hate seeing people that put dogs up for adoption saying I can't do this. Same thing with a pig. These sound like pigs that were one of them says it crawled under the fence. This other one in Brownsburg, Indiana sounds like this was intentionally let go.
I never understood that. Like, even if you live in the suburbs, if you own a cat, and then all of a sudden, like, the cat is an outside cat, that makes no sense to me. That sounds ridiculous. I know that we've actually kind of had this conversation before.
We have,
yes. Now that I'm saying that, I just don't get that concept. We have recently acquired a cat. The cat isn't allowed outside. Period. It doesn't get to roam the streets and then come back and be fed or whatever, because then it's a burden to somebody else.
Yeah, there's 5 cats that hang out in my yard.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
It's just ridiculous.
When we talked about this, there was a lady. This was in my community neighbor app. Mm-hmm. Her cat. She had 2 cats. Their neighbors had termites, so they had the house fumigated and covered. Right, so they cover the house. They put poison in it, and she's trying to sue the company because her cats lived underneath the neighbor's house.
Right.
So my discussion was, I think I texted you on this when I was texting you about this. My discussion was, if the cats live at someone else's house, they're not your cats.
Right.
If they don't live in your house, they're not your cats. It's like I think what you brought up to me was like, okay, do I let my German shepherds just go and roam the community? They're not my dogs at that point. And no, they don't do that. So if you have a cat and it doesn't live in your house, it's not really your cat.
Right.
And if you are saying it's yours, then it's your responsibility to understand that. It's not the neighbor's responsibility who didn't know the cats lived under their house.
Right.
Or the neighbor's pets.
Yeah. What's the lawsuit look like on that?
I think that one's not even a lawsuit. I think that company's probably falls on the termite company, right? And they're probably covered for anything like that, where you have something living there that you don't know that lives there.
Right.
It's, but the matter of the fact that this is the simple point is, if you're a cat person, you have cats and they live outdoors, they aren't yours.
Right.
They're only coming back. Stop feeding them and see if they ever come back. And I'm assuming that lady wasn't feeding them that well, because they were probably living under that house eating mice, rats, and having a blast, and having
Termites.
condo under there. Termites, bugs. So yeah, if you have a cat and lives outdoors, it's not a house cat. It's not your cat. It's not a pet.
Yeah, unless you're on a farm or something.
Even then, they're just there.
Right.
They're part of the farm
They're
animals.
just animals. Yeah. Fair. Okay. Great coverage on our first story. I would say that you're gaining up to Jack Tarano at this point. You could exceed him by the end of the show. We'll see.
That's my main focus and goal in everything I do.
To crush Jack Tarano.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just want to crush Jack.
Jack must go.
Jack must go.
So moving on here, Kim Kardashian says she's not a lawyer after failing California bar exam. Kim Kardashian is looking to the future after announcing she did not pass the California bar exam. The 45-year-old reality TV star took to her Instagram story Saturday to share she did not pass the California bar, which she took July 29th and July 30th. While I'm not a lawyer yet, I just play a very well-dressed one on TV, she wrote. 6 years into this law journey, and I'm still all in until I pass the bar. No shortcuts, no giving up, just more studying and even more determination. Thank you to everyone who's supported and encouraged me along this journey so far. She added, falling short isn't failure, it's fuel. I was so close to passing the exam, and that only motivated me even more. Let's go, she says. Kardashian began her journey toward becoming a lawyer in 2018 when she entered California's law office study program, which allows aspiring lawyers to apprentice under licensed attorneys instead of attending law school. In 2021, the former Keeping Up with the Kardashian star announced she had passed California's baby bar exam in 2021 and 3 failed attempts after that. Kardashian completed her 6-year program in May.
So she found out she failed in July? Does it take that? I mean, that's what she took the test. It takes that long to find out if you passed?
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
That just seems ridiculous. You got to wait 6 months?
Do you think that there's a way to kind of circumvent things so that she could pass the bar? Like, could she hit a button and, I don't know, have some...
I've never heard of the baby bar. I mean, I saw when she talked about it on her show.
It's just
My wife
smaller
watches
is
the
what
show.
it is,
Just
and it requires less
younger.
food. Yeah, it's very temperamental.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to look up what the baby bar is. It's probably like a test exam or something to be like a paralegal or something like that. There's probably some certification.
Right.
Is there like a express pass for this for her being rich?
Yeah, like normally there is. There's usually a way around things to circumvent.
She
right?
could get an honorary degree from a school.
Right.
As
Harvard
as
or
a law
something.
degree. She get an honorary doctorate or whatever. I'm sure she could do that. The bar is your legal ability to actually practice law in that state. So,
Right.
no, I don't think there's the way to circumvent it other than even if you paid someone, maybe they could doctor the results. But I kind of think she's been talking about this for a while. I don't follow her on all these things, but I have heard this several occasions. I think this is just something she wants to do. Like, I think she wants to pass the bar.
Yeah, I can't see her ever being an attorney.
Well, her dad was.
Yeah.
Right, but I mean, are you
That's
going to
what she's
hire
doing.
her to go? I mean, just,
Yeah.
I think people would hire her.
Hell yeah. Famous, rich.
Yeah, but not too smart.
I think she's smarter than people play her out to be, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
I mean, she
think
has
she's
more money than
smart.
all of us, so she's
Yeah,
doing...
I think she's pretty smart.
She's famous for the fact that she's famous. I mean,
yeah,
it's just-
well, she's famous because initially because of her
Yes.
filming, being filmed doing sexual acts.
Yes. Hey,
But
whatever.
I think
Pay
she's
dividends.
Smart. Yeah, I think she's smart. I think there's some of the family that aren't as smart on a book level. I think she's pretty smart. I think
Right.
she also has got good perspective on stuff. I just listened to her recently. She was on a nonpartisan podcast, but what the purpose of it was used to don't listen to what celebrities give you advice on voting
Endorse
because
you.
they don't know what you live through. And she was talking about, and very honestly, she said, I don't understand what a gallon of milk costs. She's like, I have no concept
Right, I
of
heard
what
about
things
that.
cost. And she goes, and her point was, I'm out of touch with that kind of stuff. Now, I don't think she's out of touch with business. I think she has people around her that are smart that handle her money. If she didn't, she'd already been taken for a ride. We'd know about it by now in a different way than she was on the video that made her famous. But I think she's smart, and I think from what I've been watching here on this stuff, and it's been brought up several times, I think she just wants to pass the bar. I think this is something she wants to do that show that she is smart, and it's something that she's accomplished, because there probably could be ways around it. But it seems like this is something she really wants to do.
Do you think she's not working hard enough? That's why she's struggling to get it done? Like maybe she's just spread too thin.
The bar is hard. I don't know if they give you a score. Like I think I might just be pass fail, but I know people that are very smart that haven't passed it many times, and it took them 3 or 4 attempts to pass it in different states. So it's not easy. I don't know how many times. I think this is the first time she's tried it. She said she's tried and she didn't pass it.
Right.
So that's not uncommon. A lot of lawyers don't pass it.
Gotcha.
Well, yeah. So I don't know. I think it's something she wants to do. She's obviously talking about it. Maybe try to normalize herself a little bit. I think, as she gets a little older, I think if you're that celebrity, that famous, you try to do things that they have self-accomplishment, right?
Right.
I don't know. I think that's a big thing for her.
Okay.
I think it kind of, for me, though, I'm really not against her on much of anything. I think she's kind of becoming a relatable celebrity. Like that was big for me when she said, I don't have any concept of how things cost. And then she goes, it's hard for me to make a judgment on something that should happen for someone that doesn't come from the walk of life that I've been in. I think that's huge. Not enough celebrities, we see the normal side of it. So this, for me, normalizes her a little bit.
Okay. All right. So there you go. Any other comments on
No,
Ms.
not for me.
Kardashian? Nothing from
The
you?
last one here, just remember this, she completed a 6-year program in
Right.
May. So I don't know how intensive that program was because you were working as a,
Apprentice.
underneath as an apprentice. Yeah. So I don't know, 6 years, man. Hey, hopefully she passes it. Good for her.
It's almost as long as our wholesale brand. It's just struggling along.
100% if she passes the bar, people will 100% hire her.
Of course.
Absolutely.
And
I think she'd do good.
And she'll charge all the money.
All the money, and she'll be successful. She'll win things, and it'll be a freaking spectacle. But I mean, her dad was a lawyer, very famous, obviously. So
Right.
makes sense. Kim, go get it, girl.
Go get it, girl.
I'm sure she watches. Big fan.
She's a huge fan.
She could. You never know.
Right?
You never know.
That's
It's
what
the
I
way
mean.
to find out. we'll tag her and we'll go from there.
Tag her.
Oh yeah, tag her in the clip, Michael.
Invite to collab. I can't even get people in the industry to accept my
True.
collabs.
Oh, they don't know how to do that. That's the problem here.
I think some of them do.
You just say yes.
Some of them. Will you accept this?
Nah, they're
Yes.
afraid.
You know.
So here are the biggest losers and winners from Week 10 in the NFL, according to USA Today Sports.
This is good because we're going to have one to talk about here.
Tons. Yeah, Patriots and Bucks, baby.
That's right.
NFL Week 10 winners, Travion Henderson. A week ago, the New England
sitting
Patriots
on my
second-round
bench.
rookie running back was splitting time with Terrell Jennings, a 2024 undrafted free agent who stepped in for injured starter Ramondre Stevenson. I can't hold on to the ball of Ramondre Stevenson. But when Jennings exited Sunday with a knee injury, Henderson capitalized with a breakout performance that ignited a 28-23 win over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah, I was there. I lived it.
Do we want to talk about the other games first, or are we going to go back? We go game by game here.
He likes to go game by game
Let's do it.
You know what?
because there might be some you don't talk
Here's
about.
what I think we should do. Yeah, we should probably just kind of really kind of cover this one in depth and then just kind of lightly skim over anything else. And if there's anything that you really want to talk about in any of the other ones, we will.
Sure.
So a couple things. For one, the offensive line for the New England Patriots is astonishing.
Insane.
Incredible. And I don't know if Drake May is the guy. I don't know if he's MVP yet. Now, I think he has the possibility of becoming the guy. It's still early to tell. The only things that happened where they really advanced were these complete breakdowns on the defense for Tampa Bay. And the two Henderson runs were complete breakdowns. So those are 2 touchdowns in themselves. And then you had one kind of miracle pass that worked out well. Josh McDaniels is still Josh McDaniels. Like, I'm not going to, you can't. However, I do find myself cheering more for Tampa Bay now than I have ever when I'm normally a Patriot fan, which is kind of interesting. So yeah, Baker, I think there were some questionable calls as far as offensive coordination. They definitely have a ton of injuries. So they should have won that game.
The big thing for me, so I actually got to watch most of the game. I was in limbo with travel, but I did pull it up, and I was in an area where my CBS Sports app was working for that game. So there's a couple of points that were huge. One, I do love the Bucs too. I like Baker Mayfield. Great freaking story coming back after Brady comes in, wins the Super Bowl. He takes over that team. It becomes the comeback player of the year, which is his only comeback was for playing with the Cleveland Browns. Like, there was a guy that literally died on the field, Hamlin there, that didn't win it. He came back from death.
Yeah.
And he didn't get comeback player. Baker accomplished something bigger than death, coming back from playing for the Cleveland Browns. And the guy's a stud.
Bigger feat.
Total stud. He's a great player and very deservedly so. I'm glad to see him on the Bucs because it makes for fun football down here because the rest of Florida is a trash bag.
Yep.
But I was really excited for this game. Big game. Both of them tied for first place in the league with 4 other teams. The scary things for me at the beginning of the game, which you got to witness in person, and I've sat in your seat, so you were on the Pat sideline, right?
Yep.
Yeah. First question I have for you, how close were you to Drake May at any given period of time? Did he warm up in front of you? Because I know Brady used to warm right up in front of you.
He was right in front of us, yeah. So we're at the 50 now. We're at the 45. So he's right there as far as...
Is he as big as people say he is?
He's relatively big.
Yeah, because he doesn't look big, and they say he's 6'4", 225, which isn't small.
Yeah,
but
that's
they said
about right.
physically in person, they said he does appear bigger.
He's not like Cam Newton massive.
Yeah.
But he's big. One thing that I noticed too, which I found remarkable, was Joshua Dobbs, helmet on, ready to go the entire game.
Really?
The entire game. And there are people that are heckling him like, you're not going in. And they're giving him a hard time. And I'm thinking to myself, if I'm a coach, that's exactly who the hell I want. Ready to go at any moment. So
in the game, that's huge, yeah, because if it happens, you don't know what's going to happen. You're going to be in there, you can't miss a step.
Right.
And he did come in. Remember a few weeks back, Drake May got hit in the head, and they took him into the 10.
Right.
Dobbs went in and played like 3 or 4 perfect freaking plays.
Right.
Put him down the field. I thought they were going to let him stay in and score the touchdown. They took him out because May was ready, but that guy didn't miss a beat. They didn't even change the offense. The first play was a 40-yard pass down the field, I believe, which was crazy, and that's a big thing to notice. The one thing that did scare me early in that game, bro, those first 3 passes that Drake May
terrible,
flew 15 yards over people, and Romo brought it up on the broadcast. He goes, in true Romo fashion, he's like, like that.
Right.
And they're like, what are you thinking, Tony? He's like, he goes, I've never seen him play in rain before. And he goes, and the way he's throwing it, he goes, he's got too strong of a grip on the ball. And he's the type of guy that grips the ball and really gets it in there. He's like, we'll see if he dials this in. As soon as there was 3 and out or 4 and out or whatever on that, as soon as the Bucks got the ball back, it stopped raining. They made a comment that like every time the Bucks get the ball, it stops raining. Anyway, you could tell it when it stopped raining because May started completing passes. So that's something he's going to have to figure out because he's playing in New England. There's going to be snow.
Oh,
there's going to be
rain.
Officially
there. We are at that time of season.
Yes, so it's coming around. I think he'll learn it, and I'm glad it happened now. But that's a weakness in his game is getting the ball out there when it's wet, when it's cold. And Brady was phenomenal at it. He was great at adjusting, and he'll get some coaching up on it, and he'll be practicing. But you can tell that's not something they had prepared for because he threw some freaking flyers.
I don't think there is any way to prepare for it without being live on the field. And the reality is that when the field is wet, your receivers are half a step behind, right? So the further out they are on that route, the further away they're going to be from where you think they're supposed to be, right? Mm-hmm. So until you kind of calibrate that, I mean, Baker was off too once the field was wet. I could see that he was throwing ahead of guys, and that's just because you're not putting into effect the fact that they can't run as fast and move as fast when the grass is wet.
So it was good. It was a great game. The Bucks should not have won it.
Yes, they should have.
No. It should have actually been a wider margin. I hated that late touchdown that the freaking Pats gave up to make it look like it was closer than it was in the second half. First half, they Bucks won the first half. The Patriots looked like garbage. They played adjusted really well and played good in the second half. The Patriots are really good.
Okay. Yes. The Patriots couldn't convert first downs.
No.
They couldn't convert first downs. The Bucks could consistently convert first downs going down the field, even though things looked messy. So that's where I'm going to argue with you as far as why I think that the Bucks should have won. I mean, there was legit 3 plays that broke out into 3 touchdowns that caused New England to win that game. Now, is that on the Bucks? 100%. Do they need to fix that? Absolutely. However, the one thing that Brady could always do that I haven't seen Drake May do, or at least in that game, is consistently go down the field and convert, right? It was always the slant pass, quick outs, boom, 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 boom. Ball was out of his hands in less than 2 seconds. That's what Drake May is going to have to do.
They had a lot of big bodies. Gronk was a big body for quick passes. Edelman was quick, short term. His first 2 steps was incredible. You had James White in the backfield, who was a great pass catcher. I think you're going to see a lot of that with Henderson. You're going to start to see that mature a little bit because he's a stud athlete. The guy's fast, dude. Fast. That was a broken play. They weren't letting him go, but that was a broken play.
Right.
But dude, when that play broke, he was 15 yards downfield as soon as it broke. He was gone. Yeah. And he ran clear across the field to make sure if he should score or not, which I'm glad he did. But man, that kid's fast, and this is a breakout for him, and it's gonna be huge, and they're gonna have to play with him. The problem is when you get back to those running backs, you're like your third string running back, even though he's a stud of an athlete, you don't have every play opened up for him.
No.
You don't run every play. You haven't got reps on it. So in the coming weeks, there'll be more of the playbook that opens up. I used that, for example, when Dobbs went in for Drake May. Mm-hmm. They kind of ran the playbook because I think that guy is like, when I go in, I don't want this to change.
Every play's got to count. Right?
Yep. So I think that's a really different mentality. And he wasn't in there long enough to see what part of the playbook they haven't got towards yet. It wasn't situational. It was kind of wide open. They were driving down the field, and they just continued to drive. But, the Patriots are really good. Their offensive line is excellent. This team is not 100% different from last year. I think the biggest thing that I take from this was Gerard Mayo that far disconnected with his leadership ability that this one change of Mike Vrabel. I think Mike Vrabel is Patriot red, white, and blue, but so isn't Mayo. Yeah. Okay, Mayo is just as important as Vrabel was, and Mayo might even be a better player than Vrabel was. Mayo was a complete stud.
Was McDaniels offensive coordinator last year too?
I don't think he was last year. No, he wasn't. So those 2 things are really important, and leadership's massive. Right. He wasn't. O'Brien was last year, and he and Mac Jones did not get along well, and he was not. I don't think dialed in to have a player like that. I think Bill O'Brien did really well when Brady was around sometimes, because Brady's an alpha through and through. And you're not going to tell him, he had such a big chip on his shoulder, that I'm going to do this, I'm going to be the greatest, it's a very different mentality, which we've seen that change. So I think Vrabel brings a little bit of that hunger back. I think May brings a little bit different approach, pardon me, than Brady obviously did. But the guy's a stud. They're good. The team looks good. They're certainly going to win the AFC East this year.
Looks like
the Bills just imploded yesterday.
Amazing.
And the Dolphins can't keep it. What they're doing, the Jets are a joke, even though they beat Cleveland yesterday, which we'll get into.
It's suck bowl. Yeah. Okay, so now one last question before we cover the rest of the NFL. If on the strange situation where Tampa and New England wind up in the Super Bowl, are we going? And is Hooten and Young handling the sponsorship for that? Because I definitely can.
Where's the Super Bowl this year?
Where is the Super Bowl this year?
New Orleans?
No, it was in New Orleans last year. I'll look right now because you're not looking, Palmer. Where is
I
Super
can't look and run the
Bowl
board at the same time.
this year? Well, but the Boots can.
No, he can't. That just doesn't switch then.
Ooh, Levi Stadium, Cali.
Oh, yeah, Santa Clara.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's very far.
It is far. I would consider going, yes.
Okay.
And then I'll use all my negotiating tools.
This is why it's important for Hooten and Young.
They have a plane.
We got some behind the scenes deals working, and we'll talk. I would love to go, because the unique thing with that for me is the odds are against a team that's won so many Super Bowls, or whatever, going back again. Right? It takes a lot to do that. Look what's going on with the Cowboys.
Yeah, but the systems are right in New England.
The systems are right, but every chance you have is maybe one last chance, because the odds are probably it's been our time, right? So I'd always wanted to go. So if they go again, I'm going to try to find a way to try to go. Okay. Hopefully, I'm financially in a spot to do it. But if I am, I would go.
All right. Don't forget us small people.
Yeah, I won't. Okay. I won't. We'll go. We're all on this ride together. Right. But that would be really cool to see them.
Tampa, New England.
Yeah, I think it'd be a great Super Bowl too. And by the way, they're two really good teams. We'll get into some of the teams that scare me with New England. But we're NFC East champs now. So we won the NFC East. We beat all of the NFC East.
You mean AFC?
No, NFC East. We beat everyone in your division.
Gotcha.
Yep, NFC champs. Vrabel said that on the way out yesterday at the game. Said NFC East champs.
Well,
we beat Carolina.
NFC South.
Oh, NFC South. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, we'll probably beat the NFC East too.
Yeah, there's not too much going on in the East.
No. NFC South champs.
Apparently, the ball just got fired. So
yeah.
Weird.
That was not a weird firing, weird hiring all around. It was awkward. Bill Belichick was involved, and
they should have picked Flores.
They should have picked Brian Flores, man. He's great. He's a really good coach. And look, the Dolphins are kicking themselves in the ass too, because that guy is a culture guy.
Yep.
He's really good. Flores is great. Yeah, he got wrong there, and they're starting to see that. Maybe they'll bring Brian Flores in, right their wrongs.
They should.
Doesn't he work for?
He's a defensive coordinator for the Minnesota Vikings.
Okay, but didn't he go work for Pittsburgh the year after that?
He did.
That's the Mara family, and they're also the same people that actually. Well, they're related to the people that own the Giants.
No kidding.
Yeah, they're all like intertwined. Yeah, the Mara family was close with them, so they're all connected. You can look it up, but maybe they can right their wrongs. Moving on, though, Baltimore Ravens. Did you buy the dip in the stock for the preseason darling Baltimore Ravens? If you want to get back in the Baltimore, there's probably limited time to do so before others crowd you out. After conquering the Vikings 27-19, the Ravens are on a 3-game tilt, come against teams that are combined 7-20 so far this season.
Wow. Okay. So they're rolling.
Is Lamar Jackson back?
Yes. He is back.
What a freaking animal of a human being and football player that guy is.
Yeah.
I thought 3 years ago the NFL was going to figure him out because he ran all over the place. He's not a big dude. He's jacked, but he's like 6'1", like 215. And he took a hit in the playoffs or the end of the season like 3 years ago, and I'm like, oh, that's the NFL figuring this dude out. They rung his bell. And I'm like, yeah, this is going to be kind of over. Man, he's great.
He's fast.
Yeah, he's fast. Former MVP, still at MVP level. The guy's a stud. And I've not seen a player in a long time. You lose that one player and everything falls apart. I mean, everything falls apart when he's not there.
Right. True. Very true.
Massive impact. I think he has the biggest impact on his team overall, which is obvious because they weren't even close when he's gone, man.
No,
they
it's
sucked.
ridiculous. Yeah.
They are terrible. And then boom, he's back and they're freaking rolling on the Vikings, who are a good team.
Yeah,
Not having the same year they had the Patches, but they're still a solid
struggling
team.
a little bit, but they have a lot of weapons.
I don't think they should have got rid of Darnold
I don't think J.J. McCarthy's going to pan out.
either. I like McCarthy a lot, but I don't think it's going to work out.
I don't like the fact that he was hurt and he had to get a second opinion outside of the establishment. Like that shows that you already have issues with staff, in my opinion. So, all right, what else you got?
I hate the Ravens. Love Lamar Jackson.
Okay.
Houston Texans playmakers, it still seems like the two-time defending AFC South champions are long shot to make a playoff push, let alone repeat for the division crown. But in a 36-29 win over the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Texans at least kept themselves from falling too far back into the postseason chase while highlighting their promise. So Hoot Young is actually an official sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, good. Then we can go to games in 2027 in Orlando.
We may be able to go to games this year. You never know. We'll see. We might maybe do something in January. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
Maybe
Now
do
we're
something
talking,
fun.
buddy. Now we're talking.
But Jacksonville Jaguars, good team, underperforms at times, overperforms at other times. It's a true description for me of Jacksonville as a city.
Right.
Underperforms at times, overperforms at times.
Right.
Just announced that they're going to be playing in Orlando next year.
Yeah.
27.
You're right. 2027.
Going to be awesome. They were going to choose between Gainesville, Florida, or Orlando.
Right.
How those two choices even compare to each other is bonkers to me. Outside of Florida having the stadium to have that many people fit in, and the facilities, but like
tough to
getting
get in
to
and
it,
out.
I don't know, man. I think that was obviously they made the right decision. I don't know. Maybe do you think they were using the swamp against Orlando?
That was a pitch. Yeah, we're looking over here. It's like, bro, come on. Stop it right now. What are we doing?
So coincidentally, the Citrus Bowl here is going under a major renovation again after this is done. So I think maybe that was in play. Hey, we'll do some of this stuff to help you out here. Maybe we'll look at doing some other things with you, but you could have some better facilities.
The one thing I don't like about Jacksonville is how Liam Cohen did Tampa Bay dirty. He agreed to the terms, highest paid offensive coordinator, and then he slithered over there.
He did, but he's a man of the people though. Like he's a leader of men. It seems like because he's kind of dopey and some of the stuff accidentally the Duval.
Right.
But he's obviously players like him. Nobody said anything dirty or nasty about him as players, and I think you would have heard about that.
Okay. We'll see.
I don't know. We'll see what happens. Jacksonville's a tough market, man. They had a good year where Jalen Ramsey was there. They were kind of talking shit about the Patriots, and then the Patriots shut them up and ruined the freaking franchise in one game in the playoffs. So that really haven't been the same since then. But they got a lot of talent, man. They are a fun team to watch.
Yeah.
They're good. They're in most games. 36-29 is not a blowout by any means, but you gotta have a defense, man. 36 points is you're not going to win many games in the NFL at 36 points.
No, very true.
So Jacksonville Jaguars, Hoon Young official sponsor. Little plug here. No advertisers on this show.
That's right.
None.
We made nothing on that.
Yeah, you're literally like, yeah. Why am I making nothing? Just free plugs. Remember DeMarcus Lawrence. Here we go. DeMarcus Lawrence. It wasn't the most laborious day for Lawrence or any of the other Seattle Seahawks defenders in a 44-22 rout of the Arizona Cardinals, but when linebacker Tyrese Knight twice stripped and sacked Jacoby Brissett, the edge rusher cleaned the things up both times by running the ball back for a score. With that, the four-time Pro Bowl selection tallied as many touchdowns in a single game as he did during his 7-year career with the Dallas Cowboys.
All right.
These Cowboys defenders playing in other places are just cleaning the house.
Yeah, well, you know what, man? At the end of the day, it's still the most valuable team in the entire world. So who's really winning?
That star is beautiful, man, and money in the bank, man.
Yep.
Patriots with 6 Super Bowls are not valued higher than them.
Correct.
And it's part of who people are out there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's everywhere, dude.
Yeah,
It's
and
everywhere.
there's like 100 million people. Mm-hmm. The fan base of them. Even people who aren't fans, like I'm a secondary or tertiary fan of the Cowboys. Like I love watching them lose because it's funny because of
Right.
how worked up the primary fans get.
Right.
But a little bit in behind, our age, we grew up when the Cowboys were great, so we watched it. So it's fun. Like, I like watching Cowboys games.
Sure.
And it's good for the NFL when the Cowboys are good, and they're always good.
Right.
They just can't close the door.
Right.
They just hit walls, and that's what they've been doing the last 25, 30 years is just keep hitting walls.
They should go get Shador. He's just sitting there doing nothing.
You got to.
He's going to
Why
die in
not?
Cleveland. Go get him.
There's some argument to be made that he should have gone to the Ravens because he would have been backup to Lamar Jackson, and he would have been playing these last 3 or 4 weeks. There's no way in the face of the earth they're going to keep him on Cleveland. That's punishment for whoever's mad at Dion.
Right.
It makes sense to have Shador give him a shot in Dallas. What do you got to lose? How many jerseys you'd sell him?
Right.
My God.
I go get Shador and I go get Shiloh. And I put them both in Dallas. Mm-hmm. So,
What do you think of the coaching situation in Dallas?
you know what? I don't really pay that close attention to it because they're not important enough to notice right now. They're not going to win the NFC East.
No.
Philly's going to take it.
Yep.
Right? So I don't really. I mean, when they're on, I'll watch them, especially on primetime. But I'm honestly, I don't have a close opinion on it.
My other take from this game and from the last couple of years here, how much longer are the Cardinals going to allow it to go the way that it's going with Kyler Murray? I think
he's gone.
I think it's got to be at the end, and he's got to be done in the NFL. I think he's going to be a backup.
Yeah, he's done this season. I think it's over. He goes away.
Yep. Yep, I think he does. He may get one more chance signing on with somebody. He's not starting anywhere.
No.
There's too many young players, and he's young, but, man, the Cardinals are a disaster.
Too many video games, bro.
Yep. Yeah. Sometimes you just don't have it. Have you watched any of the Johnny Manziel stuff recently?
No.
Man, he's got such a unique – you got to watch some. I won't get into it here. It's a long story for another day, but – man, he's got some unique perspective on how he screwed up in the NFL and what was important to him and his fame that he had going in. I mean, his fame peaked in college,
Right.
And he admittedly said that he bought into that fame and it
Destroyed him.
Destroyed what he was doing. And he's a really unique mindset. He's on one of these reality shows where they're doing like military activities, and he's doing the show because he's like, I want to prove to myself some certain things, and he's got a really unique mindset. So he's going to be somebody interesting to look at over the years. You start to hear him talk about things and mentoring young kids. He's got a really unique point of view.
Gotcha.
Kyler Murray, same type of thing. Not fame, but like got caught in, hey, I've got tons of money. I got this. I'm talented.
Right.
I'm a stud athlete. You got to take it to a whole other level, man. You got to live and breathe it.
Right.
To be successful. Look at Brady. I mean, he destroyed his family on it twice.
Right. True. It takes a lot.
Yep, it does.
All right, let's try and push through
Matthew
NFL.
Stafford's MVP momentum. The Los Angeles Rams quarterback crossed the midseason point as a top choice for NFL MVP. In USA Today Sports informal poll on the award. If you keep stacking days like this, the 37-year-old former number 1 overall pick could be exceedingly difficult to catch. Stafford tossed 4 more touchdowns in his 42-26 win over the injury-ravaged San Francisco 49ers. In doing so, he became the first quarterback in NFL history to have 3 consecutive games or at least 4 scoring strikes without tossing an interception. Matt Stafford, perennial first-ballot Hall of Famer, total stud.
Absolutely.
Love to see him got that Super Bowl. Love to see him get out of Detroit.
I didn't like that. You beat Tampa.
I do. I agree. But Matt Stafford's
0 blitz.
awesome, man. He deserves that. And if you're going to have the conversation of top 10 quarterbacks of all time, if he's not in the top 10, you don't know what you're talking about. And I'll put him above Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, I agree. All right, what else?
New York Jets leftovers, they suck. Sauce Gardner and Quentin Williams got raptured to better settings via trade. You could forgive any Jets players who felt left behind as they faced off against prospect of finishing out a lost season. Yet Aaron Glenn's Chargers didn't merely go through the motions coming out of the bye, finding a way to put together a 27-20 win over the similarly hapless Cleveland Browns.
Yeah.
Nothing to talk about
Suck
there.
bowl.
They suck, dude. I hate the Jets. The Browns are disgusting.
Right.
Someone had to win it. NFL Week 10 losers. Buffalo Bills destroyed after knocking off the Chiefs last week. Sunday should have amounted to a cool-down exercise for the Bills team. They had a stunning 30-13 loss.
They got cooked.
Reheated many of the same problems that have held Buffalo back this year. Man, they just got a lot of money tied up in a few players, man, and it's coming to roost.
I don't like their coach.
No.
I don't like him at all.
He when they were up, he talked a lot of shit. They never did anything with it, and now he's paying for it. And they're paying a lot of players, and there's just not enough money to go around. And that mentality, Josh Allen's great. he can just only do so much, man.
Right.
You can only do so much, and that's what I think you run into in Buffalo.
Yep.
Carolina Panthers, a home date against the one-win New Orleans Saints. Should have been a launching pad for a Panthers team coming off a surprising upset of the NFC North leading Green Bay Packers, but Carolina put up a 7.
Yep.
A 7 dot and lost 17-7 and face planted and revealed that the team still doesn't appear to be a serious threat to end its 7-year playoff drought.
The Bucs needed that, so I'm glad they lost.
They did. That's good. The division's really helping the Bucs out too a little bit.
Yeah.
And they're good. They're just playing some good teams right now.
They got a lot of injuries, man.
They're what are they? 7-3 now?
I think so.
Yeah, 7-3. They're second in the league. They're going to be fine. Pittsburgh Steelers offense, when Aaron Rodgers stumbles to one of the worst outings of his historic career, it's natural to write off the performance in the 25-10 loss to the Los Angeles Chargers as an outlier. But even if the Steelers don't flatline like this in the future, this attack might not bounce back to full health on its own right away. It seems like the Steelers, no matter what they do, they end up having over 500 seasons making the playoffs. I think they're going to do that again this year.
Right.
Mike Tomlin's one of the best coaches in the league.
For sure.
Period.
6-3, the Bucs.
6-3.
Yeah.
Whoa.
We had a bye
Bye this week? Need it.
last week.
Oh, bye the week before.
Yeah, but
maybe they'll get a bye again this week.
Panthers are 5-5.
They got Panthers. Who they got coming up this next week?
Great question. It's an away game, I can tell you that much, because I won't be there. Let's see. Oh, the Bills in Buffalo. That's not good. It's going to be a redemption there.
The Bills need the win. The Bucs need the win, and it's in Buffalo.
Yep.
Wow, man, that's the game to watch this week.
Yeah,
That's a
Sunday.
big. That's a big. If whoever loses, that's a big dip in the wrong direction
For sure.
just record-wise. Brian Daboll, the New York Giants coach, has something that his hot seat peers don't. He's fired. A highly compromising rookie quarterback who develops has become the organization's top priority of 2025, but Jackson Dart's present only matters when he's, actually on the field, and Brian Daboll got fired. So that's
That's good. We already kind of covered
next
that.
story. Yeah. So I'll see what happens. Injuries a thing that Jackson Dart's young. I think
He can't keep playing the way that he's playing, dude.
But I think that was just a really cool start to the year because Cam Skedaboo and Jackson Dart's little bromance was fun to watch.
Right.
But Daboll was obviously these guys are good coaches. Don't get me wrong, but
No, he's not.
Daboll was out of his element in there from the very beginning.
He got rid of Saquon.
Yeah.
They got rid of Jones.
Yeah.
Jones is doing great in Indiana. He's not a good coach. And he was like smooching Jackson Dart when he would do well.
I'm not saying he's a good NFL coach. He's a good coordinator. He's had a successful career. He's going to continue to have a successful career.
Yeah, but just because you're a good coordinator does not make you a good head coach.
Yeah, but the Giants have some issues that I think they're cultural ones.
Yeah.
Because when you move someone away, Daniel Jones, and then he goes and becomes one of the top players in his position in the league, and then you got rid of arguably the best player in the league with Saquon. That's insanity. So there's something going on there. And they even said it. They were on that behind-the-scenes show there, Hard Knocks or whatever, and there's a literal interview where they're sitting in the office, and the owners say, if we get rid of Saquon and he goes to the Eagles, I'll never forgive ourselves.
Right.
How did you let that happen?
Right.
And they even said, he's our most popular player. It wasn't as he's the best. He was the most popular. He was the franchise. I mean, what a bad business decision. I'm not saying I would know what to do, but I just know that getting rid of Saquon, he wanted to stay there, and then you let him go to a division rival and win a Super Bowl.
And he's a good team player, too.
And he seems like a great guy.
He could have broke a record. He's like, no, man, let the other
he seems like a good guy. So I don't know anything about him, but externally, screwed up Giants. Bye-bye, Brian. John Morton, how does the Detroit Lions offensive coordinator end up in the losing category after 44-22 win over the Washington Commanders? Simple. Coach Dan Campbell took over play calling duties from Morton for the contest, and the offense responded with a season highs of 546 total yards, 226 rushing yards, less than 2 weeks after Morton acknowledged he had failed Jameson Williams by not involving him more in the game plan. The speedy receiver notched 119 receiving yards and a touchdown with Campbell taking over.
All right. We got to get out of NFL. We got more to cover.
44-22.
We're almost at an hour.
Dallas Cowboys, Marshawn Nealon found dead in apparent suicide. Police say Nealon, 24, was found with a self-inflicted gun wound following a police
this
chase.
is crazy.
The Collin County Medical Examiner's Office will determine cause of death. Man, mental health. Mental health.
So sad, man. And then having this conversation with my son about it is crazy, dude. What a bummer. The kid had a great game prior to. I don't know. I don't think Dallas won that game, but he still played amazing. And
Didn't he score his only touchdown in his career?
he did. He did. And to lose out like that. And
I can't express enough the importance of mental health.
Yeah.
And having the solution. I don't know his thing, but having the solution not always having to be medication. Because I'm going to tell you, we're going to find out that he was on something, and he was probably on multiple things, and they didn't work well together. Right. And he got in a situation where his mind didn't know how to comprehend what was going on, and his only solution was, this has to happen this way.
Right. Terrible.
Brutal. Super if you're watching this and you have mental health challenges, substance aren't the answer, and there are people out to help you.
Call John.
Call anybody.
Call John. Correct.
There are people that will help you, and there's always a way out. This guy had his whole future and his life ahead of him, and trust me, whatever's going to happen to you is not worse than what you're going to face on the other end of that bullet.
No, but it's so easy to say when you're not in the thick of it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So never judge a person for going through it, and it's unfortunate when they're not reached, for sure. So, okay. What you got?
A lot of Marshawn Nealon. That wraps up the week of trending stories through the football. Good. So, yeah, we got there.
Now we get to some cigar news.
Now cigar news. Let's light this cigar up again. We're still smoking the barrel-aged test blend. Remember, this is a test blend, just fresh out of the barrel. So this will be a project we use for Hoot & Young. This will be paired with our barrel picks that we're just started doing. So if one of our clients or customers does a barrel pick, they'll get to have a custom blend that's aged in their actual barrel, which is pretty cool.
Nice.
Oh, so let's get into some information. Cigar Page open, world's largest cigar store in 2026. Ooh. Cigar Page, undoubtedly the fastest growing cigar retailer of the last decade, will add its first physical store next year. It won't just be the company's first store. Cigar Page claims that it will be the world's largest cigar store. The cigar store will be located in 1010 Harvard Avenue in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania.
Right.
If anybody knows that address, it's very close to Keith Meyer's other previous business that he started called Cigars International.
Right.
The company says the total building will have 66,000 square feet of usable floor space. About half of that will be used for the retail operation, which will include 24,000 square feet of retail space, 32-foot ceilings, 4,000 square feet of outdoor patio space in the middle of the Lehigh Valley. Beautiful during the summer. Winter months, that 4,000 square feet, not going to be good unless it's heated, but I bet it is. Indoor seating for more than 200 patrons. A full-service bar with 42 beers on tap. A second-story mezzanine lounge. A 20-foot tall stone fireplace. The star of the show will be the humidor, which is how the company will make its claim as the world's largest cigar store. The retail humidor will measure 4,400 square feet in the area, but 60,000 cubic feet in volume. It will be filled with 750,000 cigars. A representative told the Bethlehem City Council that it's expected to operate from 11 to 10 p.m., Thursday to Saturday, and 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. On Sundays. J.G. Petrucci, the company's development partner, will break ground on the building later this year and expect to open in late 2026. Okay. Operated by Brand Shopper LLC. Headquarters is in that town. Will use the rest of the building as headquarters space. So they're building headquarters and warehousing facility there, which means that 100 employees will be based out of the new property and 25 new retail employees included to use and plan. It's 23,000 square feet of the new building for warehouse and storage space.
Okay. Do you do business with Cigar Page?
I do not.
Okay. Do you think this is good or bad for the industry?
It's a double-edged sword here, man. Double-edged sword.
Yeah.
Anything that promotes and grows the cigar industry has a positive impact on cigars, especially when it's something this nice. This move is not out of necessity in where they're building it. This is out of pure competition.
Right.
This is, we're going to go after Cigars International, we're going to go after SCG, and we're going to eat part of their pie directly.
Right.
Obviously, they have plans to probably open other locations up after this, probably down the road, 5-10 years or whatever down the road here. So this is one of many. They're incredibly well-funded because they're partners with Vandal Mears, who own Oliva, and Jay Cortez. They're billionaires. So they're incredibly well-funded, and I'm assuming that they probably have other investors. Rich people generally go in with other investors as well. So they probably have private investors that are involved in this. But anything that's nice elevates the cigar industry. I think I'm good for it. Where the other side comes, an issue is generally these types of battles become a cost game. So if I'm a small retailer or I'm not one of these big guys who can compete on pricing, Cigar Page is already at the bottom of the barrel on pricing. They play a lot of games which are dangerous to brick and mortar retailers. For Oliva products, for example, Oliva cigars, if you want Oliva, the cheapest place to buy them is on Cigar Page. That's direct to consumer. That's a really challenging thing. It's not that they just sell them; they sell them at the cheapest price that you can't even compete with, and they don't allow you to. So that's damaging. So it's going to bring some attention to that. But I don't know. Maybe they already hit the bottom of the barrel. They already raced to the bottom, and maybe they start racing up to the top as they slowly compete against CI.
Well, the rumor is that the pricing is going to get raised, right? But, okay, so as a brand owner or a manufacturer, what do you think that you can do in order to maybe still facilitate working with them, but protect the integrity of smaller retailers as well?
It's very easy to do this.
I'd like to hear it.
You just don't allow them to sell more product than they can sell organically.
Okay.
So if you see somebody running a deal on one of these big websites, like a good deal, I'm not saying like a promo where you're adding in like 10 or 15% discount or some free product or some swag. That's pretty industry average. Standard. That's a lot of industry like getting stuff. When you see 30% off discounts on brands, 35%, like you see from Cigar Page, that's because they're trying to move through quantity of product. And the only way they can do that is if the partnership they have with the brand they're doing that with is allowing it to happen more than once.
Right.
If it happens more than once, it's because they're in bed on it.
Right.
So if that happens and the product's not moving fast enough, the next step that you need to do, because these companies have metrics where it's got to churn so quickly. So what you do is you do a promo with them. Okay, let's do a promo where we do 10 or 15% off and we'll give some swag, or we do a special project that accompanies with it. So you can do things like that, but that's the way to manage it. If you work with them, say, hey, I'm not trying to do $1 million in business with you. I'm happy doing 30, 40 grand a year or whatever that number is. I'm just using some numbers.
Right.
So you just manage it and you're comfortable with that. So if you go to them, hey, I want to move more, I could move more, that's when they start to chisel you. And so you just have to stand your ground on it, and you have to be okay with the number. And that helps you grow with brick and mortar. So if you can maintain your price integrity and not oversell to them, they're not going to sell it at that price. If they're selling at 35 points off, they're either one, trying to get rid of it, or they're getting a deal where they're getting extra margin. They're just trying to move through it. And if you see it more than twice, it's because the manufacturing partner or the brand owner is in bed with them on it. So it's very simple. You just approach them that way. Hey, I'd like to do this. I'll give you some sort of a standing discount because I'm not going to put any marketing dollars into it because you promote everything that you do on your own.
Right.
So we'll give you some sort of a discount for you giving us that exposure. And then you just let it be what it is and you be happy with it.
I have a different take. I would charge more.
That's another way to do it.
I would charge them above wholesale costs by about 10%. Because at that point, all the things that you're kind of stating, I got to stay on top of it and regulate it, and I'm not doing that. I'm not watching everything that you do. Like, that's not why I'm in business. I'm not here to babysit knowing that you're going to do the right thing. I can just protect my best interest by saying, here's the price. It's 10% higher than everybody else. If you really want to continue and grow with us, great. If not, then I will continue to grow and develop with other retailers.
So when I was with LFD, we did have somebody that babysat accounts like that. So if you have people that can do it, you can keep an eye on it. Because what they'll use to you as a barrier to entry is like, well, we can't do this if you're going to charge us more.
Perfect.
And that's fine. So then you make that decision. But if you want to do business and you do go in and play ball the way they want to play ball initially, you got to go in with a discount. You got to go in and make sure it's beneficial. And the way I look at it is I don't give anybody a bigger discount than I have built into what my marketing budget is. So I treat it as a marketing thing. Hey, you're going to put forth your effort to move this. You're going to market. You're going to advertise. So you should have some margin on it. And I would do that. I do that with brick and mortar retailers too. Hey, you're going to do an event. Or you want to do a promo, or you want signage, or you're going to do something in the store. I'll give you the points you need to make it happen.
Right.
So that's the way I look at it. But then there's excessive numbers when you get to the point where, hey, well, we could do $2 million with you if you gave us 35 points.
Right.
Oh man, I could make $200,000 or $300,000 off of giving you these points and do nothing.
Right.
So that's, you just got to not be greedy, and then you got to be patient. But that's where I say it's a double-edged sword. So for the industry, I think it's good. I think they're building something beautiful. Whenever you build something nice, it never hurts. But then, see how it manages what's going on, and then what their growth strategy is after that.
Right.
So yeah, it's 50-50 on what I think the benefit. Now I will tell you, the future of this industry is solid brick and mortar retailers that have chiseled out their niche. I think you guys have a very distinct niche in that, and that has room to grow. And then I think the real big future is who's doing it the biggest and the best, and that's just the nature of what's going to happen. And what this is a move towards is to direct to consumer.
Right.
Is that direct to consumer is the answer to a question nobody wants to ask. The future of this industry is how close can you get to direct to consumer, because that's where all the extra margins are really at. Right. When you add a middleman in there, because it costs a lot to have reps on the road that are working and going out there.
Sure.
The closer you can get to direct to consumer, it cuts that out, and every other industry is already doing it. Like you can buy Coca-Cola online, you can buy Coca-Cola directly from Coca-Cola, you can buy wine directly from the vineyards, and you can buy it in liquor stores. Every other industry does it. You can buy Louis Vuitton from Louis Vuitton online, in person. So this industry is going to continue to move more and more that way. And the more and more places open like this and compete against each other, the less, and this is just being honest, the less the noise and the complaints coming from smaller brick and mortars have an impact on what you're doing as a manufacturer. So this is taking power away from smaller brick and mortars, and this is just, in my opinion, a natural progression of how the industry is moving and trying to get closer to direct-to-consumer type margins, which in this business are huge.
Right. Okay. What else? What's next?
It's a hot one.
It's a hot one.
Flor de las Antillas, San Andreas, arriving at TAA retailers. Not only is it a good thing that I'm reading this today because I can pronounce most of these Spanish words better than Palmer.
Yes.
But Flor de las Antillas at TAA retailers, I used to be on the board of the TAA retailers association as a board member, so this is a cool one here, close to my heart. It appears that My Father Cigars has released a new Mexican San Andreas wrap version of Flor de las Antillas line to a handful of retailers that are members of the Tobacconists Association of America. A representative of the TAA told Half Wheel that My Father Cigars Inc. showed the new line at the recent meeting and trade shows, which was held in late October. The TAA representative told Half Wheel that the cigars are not part of the exclusive series program, but were offered exclusively to TAA retailers for immediate future release. The representative went on to say that while not confirmed, it's expected that the line will be offered to all retailers in 2026 at the PCA trade show, potentially in New Orleans in April of 2026. My Father has not replied to multiple emails seeking details and images of the Flor de las Antillas San Andreas. The company has not added the new line to the website and does not appear to have posted about it on social media. It was also not part of the TAA's social media posts announcing new cigars from the annual meeting. It's offered in two sizes, both which come with a soft box press. The San Andreas Robusto 5x52, $12, MSRP, box $240, and then the Toro 6x54, $13, a box of 20, $260. Cigars feature the same primary bands as Flor de las Antillas with addition of black ribbon around the foot. As for the blend, the retailer's listing says it's dark Mexican San Andreas wrapper. And for context, the original Flor de las Antillas, which debuted in 2012, Cigar of the Year also as well, utilized a Nicaraguan sun-grown wrapper, and Flor de las Antillas Maduro, which debuted in 2015, used a Habano Oscuro wrapper. There are a lot of conflicting reports about the binder and filler, and one of them using the same Nicaraguan tobacco found in other Flor de las Antillas lines, and one coming from Honduras. One retailer indicated that the cigars are made at the company's factory in Esteli, and My Father has used TA retailers in the past, a group of 80 retailers, for other type of releases like this, and that have become regular production before.
Okay. Well, it sounds like, do you think they dropped the ball on releasing the information before TAA, and that's why they're kind of catching up, or do you think it's why would not have it with all the other things?
I think this is a really unique way to get the group of 80 retailers to all be bought in on launching a line that you want to launch and other people, and you get to say, hey, you have it exclusively for a short period of time.
Right.
So I think it makes them feel special. And at the end of the day, what it does is allows them to add 2 SKUs to every single shelf, and then they release the full line and they add 6.
Right.
Because they already have it. So it's already bought in. So I think that's the concept behind it. It's like, hey, we have this. We want to release it. We're going to do it at the trade show. We'll give it to you first. You feel special. And then we'll do our exclusive series thing too. And then we'll release it to everybody. And then we have a proof of concept that we can put all those facings in very easily. You already have the 2. Now we have the 5 or the 6 or whatever it is, and you have it on the shelf. So I think that's why they do this, and it's worked well for them.
But why not have it incorporated in the TAA news? Why not have the information kind of solidified? Why not answer?
I think they take it to them at the show, at the TAA convention, and tell them there, hey, we have this available. It's just for you guys.
But it happened. The TAA happened what, last week?
Yeah,
Last week.
Yeah, and they don't do any press releases on it. I think it's just, hey, this is so unique to you. You're going to test it for us, and then it's a knee jerk buy. Everybody buys it.
Okay.
Okay. You get 80 retailers that go heavy on it. Buy 10, 20 boxes of each. So you sell 3,000 boxes in a matter of 10 minutes, and they're all in on it because you can't say no.
Right.
So I think that's what they do with it. And they did that in the past. When I was with TAA and on the board, they did it, and it worked great. And everybody said yes, and it works. So I think that's exactly why they do it. And they don't release any news because it's a headache to do it. Then you have other people asking about it. Kind of creates a little bit of an interest on the news. We're talking about it.
Right.
And then when it comes up, people have already kind of spoken about it. You've had some success in the store. And then you have 80 retailers that bring everything in. And you can say, hey, it's done really well.
Got it.
So that's how I look at it.
Okay.
Constella Group signs with Cretech International for Canadian distribution. Constella Group has a new distributor in Canada as the company has entered into a distribution agreement with Cretech Canada. We have the privilege of watching Luciano Cigars establish their cigars as some of the most respected in the premium category, said Nicholas Brum, director from Cretech Canada, via a press release. Their passion, dedication, and a commitment to the excellence mirror our own values, and we're blah, 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 blah.
Right. Okay. Right.
Anyway, Costello and Luciano are going to distribute cigars, Cretech in Canada. Cool news story. Canada's tiny business. It's great cigar market. There's a lot of good cigar smokers up there, but it's like 0.05%, heavily taxed, small business, small peas. Cool to distribute in Canada, but very small business that they're capable of doing. But so cool story. I don't think it's a shockwave across it. If you want to do distribution in Canada, you give them a right price, they'll distribute it, and they make good money on it, and they'll go with it. But I don't see this being I don't think Luciano's and Costello Group are going to take over Canada, which seems like from the press release they're getting really hyped on this. But anyways, they should. Good for them.
Okay.
But yeah,
Wow,
Canada,
that was awesome.
Tough place to do business.
This is the first time I didn't have to say anything. I'm like, okay, great.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Yeah,
There's a joke in there, though.
Yeah, I'm not reading the rest of that freaking.
Oh, there's a joke in there?
That's okay.
Is there
right.
is there
No,
a
no.
joke in this?
Yeah, that's okay. Go ahead, though.
12-page freaking quote?
The sports was really long. Just keep
moving.
going. Keep rolling.
Canada retailers and consumers. An announcement from the two companies described the partnership as a meaningful step toward both companies and for the Canadian cigar landscape, saying it underscores a shared vision rooted in excellence, authenticity, and commitment to elevating the cigar experience for discerning retailers and consumers. They claim that it will provide Constella Group's portfolio with increased access and exposure to retailers nationwide, as well as a support structure. It's sure as hell better, designed for sustainable growth and enhanced visibility. Nicholas Brum, director of Cretech Canada, and Luciano Moreres of Luciano Cigars and president of Constella USA, and soon to be Canadian Prime Minister. Cretech represents distribution excellence at the highest level. He better not take my cousin out, said Luciano Moreira, CEO of Luciano Cigars and Costello Group in a press release. This collaboration is about shared purpose and have built our brands on authenticity, quality, and relationships. Cretech embodies those same principles.
Jump in. Hey, you got the joke.
Canadian Prime Minister.
Yeah, there we go.
Jump to Rocky Patel.
Mark Carney is going to stay Prime Minister. Rocky Patel, 13th anniversary, shipping next week during his 30th year in business. Rocky Patel, with no actual accent, and with his premium cigars incorporated, has experienced its fair share of shipping delays, most recently for the cigar made in honor of 3 decades. That shipping delay has been resolved finally, and the Rocky Patel 30th anniversary is ready for release next week, and the company will be shipping the new Rocky Patel 30th anniversary, which includes 4 cigars, all kind of branded differently. 3 of them are a regular production line, while there's also a limited edition version that uses a different blend. The core Rocky Patel 13th uses San Andreas from Mexico, 2 binders from Nicaragua, and fillers from Honduras and Nicaragua. The company says the wrapper is aged for 7 years.
Wow.
While the fillers
7
are aged for
years.
at least 5. If this was M. Bombay, this would be a 12-year-old cigar. It is made at the company's
He
Tabacalera
has an
Via
accent.
Cuba SA factory in Esteli, Nicaragua. It's offered in several different sizes, ranging from the Anniversary Toro, the Anniversary 60, the Anniversary Robusto. And it was all announced in April, and $1 more per cigar than when it was announced.
All
during that
right.
date.
That's exciting.
All shipping is the limited 30th Rocky Patel 30th anniversary, 6.5 by 50 Toros.
Just let them go. Let them rip through it. All right.
1,000 boxes of those babies coming out. And the cigar is going to begin shipping on Monday. So today, the company hosted a launch event earlier this week at Smoke on the Water in Weston, Florida. Rocky Patel started in 1995.
That's a great show.
Rocky Patel and partner Phil Zangi, owner of Debonair, to start Indian Tobacco Cigar Company.
I like Smoke on the Water.
And it's survived by Rocky Patel.
Okay.
Smoke on the Water is a good spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to mix everything, man.
Daniel's awesome.
Cool spot. No drama.
Yeah.
Great. Shop of the week is Old Time Cigars.
Wait, you skipped part. We got to go to what's the score?
Now we go to what's the score.
I'm going to tell you, the shop of the week is Old Time Cigars in 2 locations, Casper and Claremont, and they are sponsoring this week. They are sponsoring. We got sponsors.
They're
now.
sponsoring?
Yeah, we're going to go get some money out of Jonathan.
Yeah.
They're What's the Score with Palmer, sponsored by the Cigar Shop of the Week, Old Time.
Okay. All right. Send you the invoice, John.
He commented on the last week's show twice.
Yeah, we've been having more interaction with them on social media, and we like what they're doing. They're doing great jobs with their video shorts and all those other things.
Yep, doing a great job in the shops, man. They're Jonathan's infusing a lot of energy in there.
Yeah.
And the remodeling, I mean, he's crushing it.
Yeah.
Doing a great job.
Absolutely.
What's the score, Palmer? Let's do it.
All right, what's the score? The first cigar is from November 8th, 2025. It has been reviewed by Brooks Whittingham. It is a Nicaraguan review, the Tatuaje Fausto FT110.
Ooh. Do you want to go first?
Yeah, 94.
94. Have you seen this?
No.
You look pretty smirk about that.
Man, they love Tatuaje over there, and the Fausto's a really clever one. They haven't redone anything with recently.
Right.
So this is new Fausto. 94 is what I'm starting with. I'm going to work down. But
92.
All right, 92, 94. Factory is My Father's Cigars. SA. Wrapper is Ecuadorian Habano. Binder is Nicaraguan. Filler, Nicaraguan. Length, 4 3/8 inches. Ring gauge is 60. And they smoke 3 cigars.
89.
Okay. 60 ring gauge.
He's a big boy.
Brooks. 91.
All right, clue number 1. After such an interesting cold draw, I'm a bit disappointed with the opening puffs, as a combustion of spice, black pepper, and dry earth sets the tone for the 3 cigars. After about 10 puffs, a combination of gritty earth and a vegetable note that reminds me of grilled asparagus takes over the top spot in the profile. We have a new flavor.
Grilled asparagus.
Followed by secondary flavors of sawdust, ants, gritty earth, cinnamon, creamy peanuts, and a light charred meatiness.
Grilled asparagus. Does it make his pee smell?
It does.
I don't know, but it switches to the creamy peanuts.
Disappointing. I always thought with half wheel reviews would mean like it doesn't get a good score. That doesn't mean disappointing. Doesn't mean anything anymore.
Correct.
I am gonna go 87.
Okay. I mean, if they use the term Icarus, flying too close to the sun, I just want you to know it hits in a low 80 at that point. I'm going to bring it down to 90. I'm at a conservative 90 right now.
All right, clue number 2. The first thing I noticed about the second third of the FT110 is that there is a noticeable decrease in the amount of spice on my tongue. The second thing I noticed is that the main flavors have changed to a wonderful combination of charred meat and coffee beans.
I'm going to stick with an 87 because that's just still a good score at half.
So we tabled the grilled asparagus.
No more vegetables.
And now
moved into meat.
Meat. It's a full entree.
Meat and coffee.
87. I'm still sticking with 87.
I like my 90.
90. Clue number 3. The amount of red pepper on the retrohale has been cut in half for all 3 cigars. And while the first and second cigars still feature the familiar German chocolate cake note, now he's into dessert.
Okay.
The sweetness on the last cigar reminds me strongly of a Hershey's milk chocolate bar.
This is a Habano wrapper. It's not Maduro.
Correct.
Where are they getting this sweetness from?
Habano can be sweet.
Ken, not German chocolate cake.
And Hershey's chocolate bar.
What I really like about a Habano wrapper is it's more neutral than anything. So you can tweak a lot of things with the internals and get that sweetness. Whereas your San Andreas or your broadleaf will take over a little bit more.
And Matafina.
Yeah, but I mean, what's the priming on the Matafina? It's distinct in its flavor profile, but
I'm gonna stick with the 87. Is this my final score?
no.
No, one more.
One more.
I'm gonna eke up to 91.
All right, final thought. Even after almost 15 years of reviewing cigars, there are cigars that surprise me, and the Tatuaje Fausto FT110 is one such example. Going into this cigar, I was thinking the combination of the Fausto blend and the 60 ring gauge Vitola would have no problem knocking me for a loop, but instead I ended up with a cigar that was almost tame, especially after the first third had passed. Having said that, I found the second third to have the most complexity, with main flavors of charred meat and sourdough bread that combined nicely with the black pepper and chocolate syrup sweetness on the Retrohill. Compared to the original T11 and some of the smaller Fausto Vitolas, the FT110 is significantly mellower in nature, but considered the 60 ring gauge, I'm not complaining at all.
I'm going to give it the 87 just because of the 60 ring gauge. If it was smaller size, you would have gone 91. 87.
Okay. I'm going to come back down, but I still think it's going to do well. I'm going to go 90.
86.
Damn.
Mr. Carney wins.
Wow. Okay.
Big ring gauge, man. He's used words like considering the big ring gauge size. I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
The big ring gauge, I just don't like giving it.
But Brooks usually pelts well on anything to Twahe. So
Well, I think that's a good score, though. 86 for a 60 ring gauge that they don't normally would do that on.
I think it depends on who's doing the review.
True. But I think that's they'll claim to you 86, 87 is not a bad score.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
So
86,
87 it is.
Okay. 87 it is.
All right, next cigars from October 3rd, 2019 is reviewed by Mr. Charlie Minato.
Ooh,
It's
12.
in Honduras Oscar Valladares Tobacco and Company review, the Superfly Toro.
Oh. Okay, I'll go first this time. It's my turn. 82.
83.
Oh, playing it close.
All right, factories, Oscar Valladares Tobacco Company. It's a Mexican San Andreas. Binder is Honduran. Filler, Dominican Republic, Honduran, and Nicaraguan. Length is 6 inches, ring gauge 54. It is a Toro, and they smoked 3 cigars.
Superfly. 84.
83.
Despite a heavy dose of chocolate on the pre-light parts of the cigar, there is none of it once the smoke hits my mouth. Instead, the Superfly begins with earthiness, peanut butter, and an almost nacho-like salty corn sensation.
Nachos.
Nachos on the Superfly.
Doesn't really give us much intel there. 84.
83.
Okay.
I wonder what actually changed, at least when it comes to the flavors in the mouth, though. That's not a bad thing. Retrohales are much stronger with rich crackers, minerals, and an A1 steak sauce.
Double positive compliments from Charlie.
83.
Okay. I'm supposed to go first, but okay.
He's very excited.
85.
All right, next clue. Flavor is full. Body is closer to full, and strength is medium full. All 3 cigars need a touch-up to keep the cigar burning until the end.
85.
83.
It's like he knows.
All right, this is the final thought. I'm not
This cigar sucks. The cigar was terrible. I just gave it flowers for the entire article, and now I just want you to know I hated it.
I'm not entirely sure what to make after smoking 3 of the Superflies. It's a solid cigar with some flaws, but also one that shows potential of being a lot better. When thinking back to the rest of the cigars I've smoked from the Oscar portfolio, I'm led to believe that this is probably right in the middle. I haven't smoked the Wild Hunter that Patrick recently raved about, but I think this falls short of the Altar Q and the Oscar, though better than the Cicerone edition and the 2012.
Shit.
This one's brutal. That's why I'm sticking with my same number.
Do I think it's going to be higher or lower than 83 is the question. I'm going to go 84.
Sticking with my 83.
Score is 88.
Yes!
88.
Got one. Okay. Anything else to add, Mr. Carney? What else you got on the yada yada there?
That was brought to you by our shop of the week, Old Time Cigars. We have 2 locations, Castleberry and Claremont.
Well, you will be at the boardroom tomorrow night for the Hoot and Young
surprise.
event. I've arranged that, so
Yeah,
that's all
I
set.
appreciate that. Yeah, we'll Hoot and Young whiskey and hopefully Hoot and Young cigars at the boardroom down in South Florida tomorrow night. We got Jonathan at Old Times in Castleberry, going and see him good namesake. What else I got going on, man? We got Veterans Day tomorrow. It's big. It's like Super Bowl for Hoot and Young, which is huge. So that'll be exciting. We got a busy week with that. Norm's coming to town on the 12th. So we're doing a cigar and whiskey dinner with Hangry Bison.
Oh, nice.
In Lake
Winter Park?
Mary. Yeah, Lake Mary location. Yeah. Okay. So right thereafter. And then
I'll cut that out.
Yeah, so we got all sorts of stuff going on. And then next week I'm out in Houston. And then for Bentley, we've got Bentley Half Coronas coming out very, very soon.
Okay.
They're going to be releasing to the market. I've put it in a few spots already just to test, but we got 5 packs coming that. We'll be smoking that on the Patreon after, so that'll be fun. But yeah, busy month. My some events in Houston next week. Then the week of Thanksgiving, I'm going up to Massachusetts. My dad's getting open heart surgery.
Oh, that's a big one.
Yeah, he's 77, so that's hoping to add 10 extra healthy years to his life.
Okay.
So we'll be up there with the family over Thanksgiving. I'm going up on my own, so we'll do that. So not a lot of cigar stuff as I end the month. This next 2 weeks, heavy cigar, then some family focus. And then December is going to be a lot, real heavy Bentley work in December. But we've got some fun things coming for Hoot and Young. So just stay on my social media. I won't talk about all of it here, but some fun things happening with Hoot and Young, really fun things happen with Bentley. And I appreciate everybody's support of everything I've been doing. It's a good time to be John Carney right now.
Nice.
It's as fun as it looks. Realize behind the scenes that it's a lot more work than it looks like. So I'm not just riding around having fun. There's a lot that's going behind it. So I appreciate everybody that's been receptive to everything I'm doing, and I appreciate the opportunity to host again. So thank you. I'm always open to doing it, and I appreciate I didn't ruin it the first time, despite some feedback from some of the Espinosa universe.
How do you think you did, Palmer? Do you think you did better or worse than Jack Trano?
He was a little long-winded. Oh, than Jack Tarano?
Yeah.
Oh, I like John's version, but he was a little long-winded today.
Oh man, I have a lot to say. I've been traveling around. I was on an airplane all day yesterday, nobody to talk to.
I mean, we're still
okay. If he had nobody to talk to all day yesterday, I understand how that works.
We're still right on track. We're at 85 minutes.
But I am tending. Whenever you have me on something, I'm planning on talking. Because you invite me on. Yeah. You invite me. I'm either the guest or the host. So
I love it.
Next week or next time he's on, I'm going to make the sports section small.
That's on you. Right?
Yeah, that's but one thing I will compliment heavily on Jack. Jack's got an incredible voice.
Yeah.
For this, he's phenomenal at it. I have a distinct voice, but Jack has a great radio voice, very much so. He does very good at reading things. He's got that deep inflection at the end.
Yeah.
So he's got a great radio voice for it.
I'm working on a UFC fight card for the next time we go to Vegas for PCA. I always figured that the main event could be Carlito and Jeremiah Muirfeld.
Nice.
That'd be good. Maybe you guys could do like a co-main, like you and Jack Tarano.
We could do commentary on it and be co-hosts. We could host the show. We could host the show together one time if you wanted to do that.
Oh, that would be fun. Just have the two of them and we both sit over here.
Yeah, a little ball busting. I can commentate.
How funny would that be?
It would be fun.
I would love to do it, Jack.
If they came in and did the co-host, the whole Cigar Hustlers podcast,
show, right?
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Jack's a great guy, man. What a great dude. I love hanging out with him. He's great to hang out with. He's super personable, and he's been a good friend of mine in the industry, I think. Maybe he thinks differently. I don't know. Jack, do you? Are we friends, Jack? But no, he's a great guy. No, I'd love to co-host with him sometime. That'd be fun. We can go head to head here. I'll give hot takes, and he can be political.
That would be awesome. Okay, do you have a listener of the week?
He just did. It was Jonathan.
Oh, okay.
He was the listener of the week.
Yes.
Jonathan at Old Times.
Right. Yes.
And we also have some. We have special listeners of the week, Corey and David, that are in the house right now.
Right. We have a live studio audience. Yes.
Indeed.
Who got the barrel aged cigar? I only had 4. So did you smoke it yet, or I haven't? Cool.
They're on their way to Lazona Palooza that's going on this weekend.
Speaking of the Jack and the Espinosa guys, have you guys have been down that before, huh?
Yep.
You going?
Maybe we're gonna try and break for Thursday. We'll see.
Man, he's done a good job with that. Yeah. When he first year he did it, I'm like, it's hard to pull stuff off like that. And now he's done it now for a long time.
Yeah.
And it's a cool event, man. They really do a good job with it.
Thursday, Friday, and Saturday of this week is Lazona Palooza. So if you're in the area, or if you're not in the area and you can get down to Miami, get on down there. Anything else, Mr. Palmer, Mr. Carney?
Nope.
That's it?
From Deltona, Florida, this has been a Cigar Hustlers podcast.
It has, and thank you very much.
Episode 413.
Make sure you like and subscribe. Like and subscribe.
All right, guys, bye.
All right, bye.
Welcome to the Cigar Hustler Podcast, the show brought to you commercial-free.
But a massive shout out to our amazing patrons on the Patreon.
Thanks to your unwavering support, we're able to do unfiltered, unbiased opinions, all things cigars, personalities in the cigar world.
Your backing makes it possible for us to keep it real.
Our listeners, cheers to you.
If you would like to become a Patreon member, go to www.patreon.com and search the Cigar Hustler Podcast. That one up.